Alpha Romeo and Delta.
Gotcha.
Yeah. Okay. So, and then we're gonna do. I'm gonna be holding on the 090 radio.
Okay.
At this point, I determined that that's gonna be a teardrop, and basically because it's a teardrop, we instead of doing my entry will be on the 060 because I need to subtract. It's a right turn. I need to subtract 30 to that. So my entry is gonna be 060, and then from then on 090 will be the outbound. And what else do we have? And then after that, let's do an approach to November 87. It's going to be the BOR 29.
Gotcha. Okay.
Partial panel as well.
Okay. Can I back up and ask you a quick question?
Sure.
On the hold, are you going to be doing a left turn or a right turn on it?
Right turn, standard.
Right turns. Gotcha. Understood.
Yeah.
Sounds like a plan. Yep. I got it.
Okay. Perfect. So I am 6.5 from the, and then the game is paused as well.
Okay.
The steam is paused. So I'm going to pause myself. I'm going to have a sense for trimming, try to get a sense for trimming of the plane, try to see, make it easy for me to hold those 30,000 feet in there.
Okay.
And then you let me know when you want me to do the partial panel. Basically, I have the control here. I can turn off the partial panel. Okay.
Yep. Sounds good.
I can fail the AHRS. That's what I mean.
Okay. All right. You can carry on whenever you're ready, and we'll head that way.
All right. Sounds good. So I'm trying to get a feeling here for the. I'm trying to do 22. I find that 2250 mostly works.
Okay.
And I'm trying to get a feeling as well for trying to keep the plane trim. So when I do my holds, it actually it doesn't deviate that much.
Okay.
Okay, so this is 039, so I need to go 039 here. Okay, I guess you felt the hair.
I can do it on my end. Yep.
I didn't know that. Okay, cool.
All right.
Okay, I am 4.8 from the. Let's get that ready. That timer in there.
Flight 1384, advise the airport in sight 9 o'clock and 9 miles. Flight 1384, clear visual.
4.0.
Frontier 1384, contact tower 18.5. Have a good one. Flight 1384, you see this thing? FedEx 550 heavy, descend to maintain 6,000.
$3.1. That's a neat trick that you put in there at the navigate. That's pretty cool.
I misspelled it. It's plan, action plan. Sorry, let me scratch that E over there. I don't type very good. Yeah. just when you're practicing, it's just good practice if you learn to kind of demonstrate that this is what you'd be doing: aviating, navigating, investigating. See if you can
Yeah.
fix it. Communicate, because you do have a requirement to call ATC in this particular case. So when you're training,
Oh, okay, yeah.
you should practice this, because
Yeah.
that's the reaction you're trying to teach yourself if you actually were to have this happen. You know what I mean?
Good point.
Plus, examiners love to see you, being proactive with an action plan rather than just sitting there going, okay, I've just got to
Yeah.
show him how to drive the airplane over and do a hold. There's
Yeah.
more to it than that.
Okay, so I can do it. Approach 172 Sierra Papa. I just lost the AHARS on my PDF.
All right, Skyhawk 172 Sierra Papa, copy that. We have lost to AHARS at this time. Any special assistance needed? Do you want to continue with your current instructions?
Yes, I will continue with my current instructions. 172 Sierra Papa.
172 Sierra Papa, copy that. If you need any special assistance, don't hesitate to ask.
Thank you, 172 Sierra Papa. Okay, turn, station passes. Let's go to 060.
FedEx 3700 heavy, flight present, heading to maintain 3000. So it'd be moving PA94, 11 for 10 at SO.
060, time. Twist to 270. And 270. Okay, and throttle and tug. Approach 172 Sierra Papa, enter the hole at 2236 Zulu.
Skyhawk 172 Sierra Papa, roger that. Thank you.
I'm getting a wind from the left, so I wouldn't do any corrections right now because it's my end. I'm just entering there, but I will try to do some corrections on my next turn.
FedEx 3700 heavy, descend and maintain 2100.
Okay, 5 seconds. Okay, 1 minute. Go to 270 and see how that looks. Checking my altitude.
160, and when able, reduce speed to 180.
270 is still not coming.
FedEx 550 heavy, descend and maintain 3000, then reduce speed to 180. Very good, 4617, turn right heading 310, vectors to final, maintain 8000.
I'm gonna be holding at 220
FedEx 3700
to allow that,
180.
and I'm gonna start my timer
Heavy, the airport is about 3 o'clock and 10 miles.
to allow the
FedEx 3700 heavy, clear visual approach, runway 27 right, maintain 180 knots, still a 5-mile bump. Lima 5894, descend and maintain 6000. FedEx 3700 heavy, contact tower 118.5, have a good one.
okay, going slowly towards 270.
Philadelphia approach, Twin Beach, Niner 666 Yankee with you at 6,500. Over 9666 Yankee, Philly approach, good evening.
270.
0240, staying 6,500. We had asked for 8,005. Over 66 Yankee, maintain VFR at 8,500.
58, 59.
FedEx 550 heavy, turn left heading
102.
360. American 2286 heavy, descend and maintain 3,000, that's your speed to 180. FedEx 550 heavy, traffic you're following is about 10 to 11 o'clock, 6 miles westbound, and staying at 2,000, it's a company 76. FedEx 550 heavy, follow company, caution, make surveillance, good visual approach, runway 27 right. Breakout 4617, descend and maintain 6,000.
Yeah, I can see that very close to the station passes.
Breakout 4617, turn right heading 350. Over 65 Foxtrot, officially approach altimeter 3024.
Station passes confirmed. 090.
FedEx 550 heavy, contact tower on.
And I will see. Now we're gonna try to make two corrections. One, gonna give me 5 seconds. I'm gonna go maybe instead of doing 1 minute, 55 seconds. I'm gonna try first with 55 seconds. And second, I'm going to try to do the I'm going to try to do see what the wing, do some corrections for the wings coming from the left. Instead of 090, maybe I do let's do the -5. Let's do 085.
American 2286 heavy, turn left heading 360.
085 is here, and waiting for that marker to change.
Napa 549 Julie Bravo, Julie approach, expect the visual approach, runway 35, the altimeter is 3024.
Okay, each station passes in there. 085.
Turn left heading 050. Left turn 050, American 2286 heavy, FedEx is now about 9 o'clock and 5 miles. American 2286, follow back, caution, wake surveillance.
And I want to do in time, I want to do 55.
Breakout 4617, maintain 3,000, then reduce speed to 180. American 2286, heavy contact tower, 18.5. Have a good one. FedEx 1474, descend maintain 4,000, then reduce speed to 180. FedEx 1474, maintain 4,000, then speed 180. Sorry, Frontier 1474, descend maintain 4,000, then 180 on speed.
47.
Brickyard 4617,
53, 54, 55. Okay, let's try this.
3,000. It's a heavy Dreamliner. Brickyard 4617, follow heavy caution, make surveillance, visual approach, runway 27 right.
270.
Bravo 9, Julia Bravo, turn left heading 330. Brickyard 4617, contact tower on 18.5.
Okay, it's coming. That's a good sign. Okay, 270. Starting the timer, doing some correction here. Just go to 60 for a few minutes to bring that. Okay, coming. Okay, 270. That wasn't bad. I think I'm gonna give it one more chance. No bad for partial pattern, huh?
You're doing a great job, my friend. Virtual pat on the back.
Frontier 1474, maintain 170 knots.
That was 55, obviously. I'm gonna need to do, maybe I'm gonna try 50. But
Okay, but there goes your D bar.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, if you would, real quick, pause, please.
Pause.
Okay. Now, just go ahead and, like I said, virtual pat on the back. If I was evaluating you in a testing environment on your entry into it and all the completion standards associated with that, then that would be altitude, that would be wind correction angle, that would be timing. You made your call. You passed with flying colors. The only thing that I would nudge in there would be I would want you to take action in terms of the partial panel event. That's not holding now, okay? From a holding standpoint, you did everything right. Your timing worked out reasonably well. You selected a good wind correction angle because when you turned inbound, you nailed the D-bar centering. And you held altitude, so you knocked that one out of the park.
Perfect. Thank you.
Very good job.
I appreciate that.
Okay.
So the only thing that you saw there is that I didn't announce that I lost partial panel when I lost the partial panel. Okay.
Yeah, you should develop an action plan for addressing that issue. Make it short and sweet. Don't talk too much about what the different options or things like that. That's why I teach that script that I had written up there. I teach my students just to announce, aviate, fly the airplane. Don't do anything silly. Navigate, stay on whatever heading you are on, whatever D-bar you were centering and the altitude that you were supposed to be at. So it just sets you in a good mindset, to not panic and not do anything out of the ordinary. Then investigate, in this airplane, I would want the student to say, I'm going to check the circuit breaker, okay? Because an AHARS failure could simply be a circuit breaker popping, you see? And, in a testing environment, examiners love to see that. They kind of want to see that. And so it's aviate, navigate, investigate. And then at that point in time, we're not gonna say it fixed itself because you've got to demonstrate your partial panel competency here. You follow me? Then you just go ahead and say, all right, I'd call ATC and let them know what my issue is. You don't really have to elaborate too much. The examiner will ask you if they want you to elaborate or not. Most of the time they don't. You've done your due diligence with regard to a good bona fide action plan for a partial panel event.
Yep, excellent.
Okay. So
that makes sense.
Outside
navigate and investigate.
Aviate, navigate, investigate, communicate.
Excellent.
All right, but no problem. Great job. You're doing a fantastic job. Okay.
Thank you.
All right,
so I'm gonna do one more.
We're gonna do one more loop, okay, and then after that, I'll issue you instructions to head on over to our VOR approach.
Sounds like a plan.
Okay, got it.
Okay. Yeah, so in this loop, things that I would like to do, I think that my wind correction angle was good. So I'm gonna be doing the same. I'm pretty sure that we selected 85, and then I would like to reduce time because I'm seeing that I'm crossing at 115. So I try 55. I'm gonna go be more aggressive here. I'm gonna try 45 seconds. Probably too aggressive, but just trying to get it into the 1 minute.
That's fine. I mean, again, just so it's not unreasonable, it's just an educated guess.
Yeah.
You're doing exactly what I would do. There's not a formula that we need for it. So yeah, I mean, go for it. I agree with you.
Sounds good. Let's do some pause. Wait for the flag to finalize blinking. Okay, I confirm passed, and let's go to 085. Coming. Waiting for the flag to move, to switch. All right, starting the time. This time I'm gonna do 45 seconds.
Sounds like a plan.
Okay, 45 seconds are coming. All right. Degree tank angle.
Skyhawk 1720 Papa. After crossing the Yardley VOR, you are cleared to leave the hold and proceed direct to the Robbinsville VOR.
After crossing the Yardley VOR, we're clear to leave the hold and proceed to the November 87 to the Robbinsville VOR 172 Sierra Papa.
Cessna 1720 Papa, and you can expect the VOR 29 approach into Trenton.
Expect to VOR 29 approach into Trenton 172 Sierra Papa. Okay, I'm following that and leaving him there and 244, so I can go now. 227. 272. Let's see how did we do with the time.
Yeah, I think you're going to be pretty close.
Well, no bad. I think
Not
that
bad.
we can call it good.
Take that all day long. So great job.
Yeah.
Very nice.
Thank you. All right, so let's go to this putting here Robbinsville BOR.
Okay.
And let me identify first that one. I have identified the Robbinsville BOR. And we are gonna head there. My course will have to be 109. So I'm gonna be doing 109 will be to my left. And checking my okay.
Just one quick comment here.
Sure.
I would have preferred you had turned right to come back around and head over there. And the only reason is because that would be you would be maneuvering still in the safety confines of the holding pattern.
God, yeah.
You know,
okay.
So just going forward, that you know, what you did doesn't necessarily constitute a failure, but there are some examiners out there that you know would hedge a little bit more on you have crossing Yardley and turned right, kind of staying in the holding pattern, then work your way back around and head towards Robbinsville. But no big deal. You know, your instructor would know those nuances of examiners, you know, that are doing the check rides, you know, and they can clarify the little bitty things that they're picky about. You know what I mean?
Gotcha.
Okay. You're doing good. Okay. And you can see I gave you your AHRs back. So you do whatever you want to do there. I think you were doing that, but on your practice, right, where you go back on autopilot while you're getting ready, you know, to get over and get your approach ready, and then go back partial panel. Okay, gotcha.
Yeah, that's exactly it. So let's presume I got my 80s and we're briefing our approach. This is the BOR runway 29. Hold on a minute, I need to get my record altitude. I'm gonna fix the altitude here before it goes out of whack on me. That's very close enough. All right, so this is the BOR tonight to Robbinsville BOR, to Robbinsville, November 87, 113.8 in the box here, and I has been identified. My approach core is 288, runway length is 3,125. Assumption elevation is 118, and therefore elevation is 118. At this time, I would like to put my minimums here, which is 620, but I'm adding 70 for safety here, so I don't want to push. Quick question: with the examiner, can I play that role that I add a buffer to my minimums so I don't boost the minimums?
To a certain extent, I would only go about 50 feet above it because remember, 100 above is your max allowance. Zero below
Correct.
MDA, 100 above. So, you got to be careful because if you set that 100 above, you might kind of get in there and hang out 100 above it too much and bump above it a little bit. So you got to be
Yep, makes
a little
sense.
cautious, you see.
Yep.
But yeah,
Yeah, yeah,
now be careful too now because also if you set that in there and then he just turns out around out of the blue and says, what's your MDA for this approach?" And you look up there and read that number, that's incorrect. He or
correct.
she's asking for what does the approach plate say? So you do have to be
Yeah,
careful from a kind of what I call gamesmanship standpoint.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah. But
Both great points.
yeah. Okay.
Both great points. All right, sounds good. So, and I need to cross the RBB, the Robbinsville BOR at or above 1700 and below 5000, which I have
Skyhawk
it.
172 Sierra Papa, descended pilot's discretion, maintain 2000, cross the Robbinsville VOR at 2000. You're cleared for the VOR 29 approach, Trenton.
Descend to pilot discretion at 2000 and cross the Robbinsville BOR at 2000, and then clear for the approach to November 87 BOR 29, runway 29, 172 Sierra Papa.
That's it. Good. Very nice. Good readback.
Right. Perfect. So we're descending. I'm not, in the interest of time, I'm not going to slow down. In the normal conditions, I will slow down to 1900, but let's just do that. And I am in 12. Let me continue with this. So after I cross Robbinsville BOR, I can go to my NDA of 620. And then at this point, yes, there is a hold in there that I need to do. It's a procedure turn.
Yeah.
It's not a hold.
Mm-hmm.
It's a procedure turn. It's 108 and 2AA. So let's put here 108. Actually, I'm heading 108, so this is going to be a parallel entry, which is good. So let's put here 108 just to perfect for a parallel entry, and then 2AA, and then I'm being clear for the approach. I identify the VOR. My step is 1700, and then to 620. I'm gonna slow down in a second. Let me do my landing checklist, nav and avionics. I'm talking to approach, and I'm gonna be switched to the Unicom in there soon. I already ID. The altimeter is set. Seat belt, seat back, electric fuel pump comes on. Fuel selector is on the fuel tank. Alternate air is closed. Mixture is full rich. Landing lights, landing and taxi lights. Parking brake is off. Toe brakes have pressure. No flaps at this time. All right, so I am 9.6 from Charlie, and I'm going to the right, Robbinsville, which is good. Okay, I'm just gonna go at 5. I'm gonna go manual to have a sense for my trimming. And I have 6 knots of tailwind. That means that I'm gonna have 6 knots of headwind. Okay, too much for that. An 8.8 from, actually I made a mistake here. I didn't put November 87. Let me use November 87. Let's see your approach. Okay, so My course is 106, I need to maintain 106. And my altitude, I need to maintain my altitude 2000. And 9.7 apparently from. Approach 172 Sierra Papa. I lost my AHRS.
Skog 172 Sierra Papa, roger that. Any special assistance needed at this time? Do you want to continue with the approach procedure?
We'll continue with the approach procedure. Thank you. 172 Sierra Papa.
Skog 172 Sierra Papa, that is approved.
And I will obviously try to investigate, but in this case,
not fixable, unfortunately.
Not fixable, yeah. I deviated a little bit from there. I'm trying to correct myself. Since technically I have like a 12, hopefully that's what it's indicating. Okay, going back there. I need to 50, that was up. Six. Whoops.
Yeah, what's that? Remember, plus or minus 100 is the ultimate goal. If you do bust 100, don't panic, just fix it ASAP. There you go.
All right, station pass turning to 108,
Good.
108. They starting the timer. Twist to 288. Two 88. and 108. And chalk approach. 132 Sierra Papa entering the cross-zero turn at 2309 Zulu.
Okay, not required.
Right.
When you're doing a procedure turn and hold, you don't make the hold call that you would in an ordinary hold.
Gotcha.
Yeah, all you gotta do is just fly the airplane and wait for them to tell you to change to advisory frequency, which usually occurs when you're established inbound.
All right, so I'm gonna start trying to lower my to 1700 and do my turn to 288. And I want to go to 1900 here. Put my first motor flap. I already crossed the. No, I haven't crossed the. I need to maintain 1700. 28. Right, 28. At this point, I haven't passed the VOR, so I need to maintain 1700.
Skyhawk 172 Sierra Papa, change to advisory frequencies approved.
Change to advisory frequency approved. 172 Sierra Papa. November 87 traffic 172 Sierra Papa. Incoming for the incoming about 5 nautical miles from runway 29. November 87.
Okay, watch that again. This is an example of how the radio can start flying the airplane if you're not careful.
Yeah.
Altitude, work on the D-bar. So, you know, probably need to rehearse these, what we call blind calls that we make IFR when we've been released from ATC.
Yeah, good idea. Okay, 288. I have not yet passed the. I had an opportunity to go down, but I had not yet passed the. Fall. So let's do steady. Slow down. And 181. Okay, not yet. I need to maintain myself here. Okay, I'm in the corner confusion. Going to 288. Pass the corner confusion. All right, now I can keep my descent and wait for that. I'm gonna aim for aim for 90 on the descent. That's okay, because we are going to 670. Aim for 90. I forgot to start my timer. Once timer in, we'll estimate that maybe in 15 seconds. Trying to keep 90 in my. Unfortunately, I don't have a good DME here. I only have the time that I can extrapolate. On the time at 90 is 308. That's my missed approach.
Okay.
Okay. 670. I'm leveling here.
Okay. Oh, he's
Trying to. I think I can go visual at this point.
okay. You have the airport runway in sight.
The airport inside, the required visibility and established.
Okay.
Landing. Yesterday I practiced exactly the same thing. It was better than today. With the previous day, it was horrible. I mean, the haul was good.
Mm-hmm.
The landing, I basically had to bring the plane all the way down. I was too high. So I landed it safely. I didn't overspeed, but you know, it's like I know that an instructor would have been like a little bit scary in there, right?
I think you're doing a fine job here. That's it. All you got to do is touch down close to those 1,000 foot markers up there, and 1/3 of the runway, you're good to go. Look at that. Perfect.
I feel good.
Very nice. I mean, great job overall. I'm proud of you. Very nice.
I think I can do this.
I know you can.
Yeah.
I just saw you do it. So, you know, really, Rafael, very good.
Yeah.
Lots of good things going on. You know, always room for improvement for all of us, but you know, there's always those you know, little things here, little things there that we, you know, maybe forget and then remember. For example, your timer, but you remembered it. It wasn't something that was oblivious to you, and you didn't understand the concept. And you know, you what do? You caught it in a timely fashion. You started the timer and said, "I'll just add 10 seconds to it." So in, you know, in the real world of things, that's not overly problematic. It's when you don't remember to do something, you know, that no, it's not what you're supposed to be doing, and therefore it's a problem with regard to an evaluation standpoint. But again,
and the timing
collectively,
wasn't.
it's a very nice job.
Thank you. Really appreciate it. You know, I really, I just need to get this done, Alan. You know, it's just like this is what's stopping me from moving forward. And
well,
so, being honest with you, in the real plane, it's a little bit easier because I had the GNC 255, which tells me how close I am to the radial, so I can play with that. And I have a DME as well. Here, when you remove the panel, I can't really see.
I agree. You know, it's
the DME.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, it's much more difficult with what you have right now working in the simulator than what you have in your real airplane, which is a
Yeah,
good thing for your training. I always say, a little bit more hardship on the simulator will probably carry over to an advantage in your real life flying. You know.
I
That
agree.
that would be
I
the
agree.
hopes that would be the hopes, and I think that is the case. You'll find, as you keep doing this. But again, this was a great demonstration. I'd have passed you in flying colors with regard to evaluating you on these, couple of the hold and the approach itself. You know. Again, I can nitpick and tell you a number of things that you can continue to work on to get better, but
Hmm.
overall, really fine job.
Thank you. Really appreciate that. I just need to pray for good weather now.
Yeah. When's your next flight schedule?
I fly on Friday morning, 8 a.m.
Okay. What,
So
what's the forecast at y'all's location?
I haven't checked, to be honest with you. I haven't seen 1-800.
Let's see here.
Let's
Friday, 7 in the morning, VFR broken at 4,000, winds 13 knots. 10 o'clock in the morning, scattered at 25, winds out of the west at 13.
oh,
Then 1 o'clock, clouds few at 12,000. And again, winds out of the west around 13. So if you're flying in the afternoon, it looks pretty good.
unfortunately, the one flying in the afternoon is the president. One
So,
flying in the afternoon, so we are not gonna. I'm not gonna be able to fly there. But I'm hoping that you know it's not. Even that it's not perfect. I last week we what I did is that okay. I say I'm not able to fly, but I'm gonna load exactly the same weather in the scene. And believe me, I got some crazy wind. It was like a 19 knots crosswind on in November 87 when I was landing.
wow.
And I had to pull the biggest crap that I have ever done to
Yeah.
try to go down. And I landed the plane. It was that's all I can say about that landing. I landed. You know?
Well, that's all right. Again, that's good practice for you.
Yeah, yeah, absolutely. It's I'm
Well,
checking here.
well, do you
Is
have
that
any questions, comments,
no,
concerns,
Alan? Thank you very
anything,
much.
anything? I mean, we got
I,
a few minutes left here, so just
uh,
if there's
hey,
something that I can help you with, or give you, inform you of, or anything like that,
I,
please say something. Let me do whatever that I can do to help you.
um, no, being honest with you, I put that the I wrote somewhere the issues that I had in the last class. I normally put it in here. You cannot see my screen anymore, do you?
Uh, I can see your computer screen where you've got the briefing and flight service up
Oh yeah,
there.
yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yes. So let me see if I put in here. So this was on this is the same on the first hole I didn't press. On the second hole I did bad math. Oh my God, cannot believe that.
Okay.
So something that I'm doing there is
Hmm.
I'm checking my math twice, and I'm checking frequency twice because as I told you, he changes my frequencies.
Yeah.
Like if I didn't have any enough workload, I have somebody sabotaging my frequencies in there.
Okay.
And then pitch for airspeed and power for I had to remember that pitch for airspeed power. He said he changed tower frequency. I didn't realize. So boom, I had to double check that.
Okay.
I placed it. I also placed the wrong your frequency. I didn't hear the approach. When approach, they say basically turn left. I didn't hear that. Turn left 010. I did turn. I got the whole thing. Basically, they say turn left 010. You are clear for the for ILS 24 approach. And I said, I say turn left and clear for the BR24 approach. I didn't hear the 010 heading, so I need to pay attention to that.
Yeah, again, Raphael, to me, that's mistakes that you're going to make. I make them. Everybody makes them, and again, the importance here is you're learning from those mistakes. So that's going to, over time, with more experience, mitigate that from happening, because that's what we do. But then another mistake somewhere is going to happen. And, that's just the nature of what we do. But, with regard to that, my offering of suggestion here is don't let those things frustrate you. One thing I like is I love that you take notes and stuff and review it so that you can specifically help yourself remember where you had errors so that you can work on them. And that'll help you remember and not have those errors next time. But, especially when it comes to air traffic control stuff, if he says something and you missed it or you didn't quite understand it, don't try to get into reading anything back. Please just say Philadelphia approach. Say again, please, for 172 Sierra Papa. Okay. Don't second guess it. Don't try to work your way through it, because you'll end up, and just like I'll end up messing it up worse than it should be. And there's nothing wrong with say again. Nothing wrong with that, even on a check ride. They would rather you do that than to second guess yourself or make the mistake of not complying with the correct issuance because you thought it was something else. Nobody wants you to do that, if you're being graded on making mistakes, you're going to make some. It's a matter of how you dealt with them. You're not going to go fly a mistake-free flight. It is an impossibility by anyone. You're going to make mistakes. So therefore, identify it, do something about it. And, if you do it in a timely fashion and it didn't get out of bounds with regard to, like altitude, you can't just go out and make a mistake of 500 feet, on that altitude. We just can't do that. But if the completion standard is 100 feet and you get off altitude up to 200 feet, that doesn't mean you failed the test. If you identified it and fixed it and got the 200 feet would be overlooked, again. Okay. So that's that, and that's how it is, and that's how it should be, because we're not perfect. You can't fly a perfect flight.
Yeah, it's especially the airspeed when this day in particular, Alan. Mm-hmm. I try to get a feeling. I have my plane trim and everything, but I have a tailwind, right? That was a big tailwind. So when I was in one direction, the airplane will go down, right? Will tend during my tailwind, the airplane will tend to go down, and during my headwind, the airplane will tend to go up, which is normal. But add me having to compensate for all that in partial panel and with everything. So
I agree. You got your hands full. That's the nature of partial panel. It's a high workload environment under kind of tense situation. So that's and that's just where training, like you're doing right now. Again, I see lots of improvement since we've been working, for sure, and especially here lately, including today's flight. It's because you're mastering the skill sets that are required to maintain workload and keep your head in the game, and maintain your accuracy and so on and so forth. A lot of things going on, a lot of moving parts.
Yeah. So one more thing, Alan, before I let you go, I just want to double check that this is correct. If your ground speed is lower, you have a headwind. If higher, then you have a tailwind.
Yes, compared to true airspeed, but for the most part, it can be compared to indicated airspeed at the altitudes that we're talking about flying around. But yes, right.
So if my indicated is 90 and my ground speed is 80, then I have a headwind.
That's right. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. You got it.
Excellent. Thank you very much.
Okay.
I'll
Well,
let you know how it goes. Okay.
yeah, keep me updated. I appreciate
Absolutely.
it. And as usual, enjoy working with you.
So do I. Thank you for all your help.
Okay,
Without
Raphael.
your help.
Take care.
Okay.
All right.
Thank you.
Safe
Bye-bye.
flying. Bye.
Thank you.